Assalamu alaikum everyone and good morning. It is almost 8:30 in the morning and this is our Mitsubishi Pajero. So I was having an issue with the four-wheel drive system. So the issue was that in 4 high it's working normally, which is basically like the all-wheel drive system where the center diff is not locked. But then in the high lock HLC, things started to get a bit weird. The car felt like the wheel is skipping and there were some jolts and it wouldn't idle and roll on its own, and the car really didn't want to move at all. This, however, was only happening on the road, and when I was in sand it was working smooth and everything was going as expected. So the issue that I am suspecting is tire pressures. I know it sounds ridiculous, but let me explain. So the issue I was suspecting is that my front tires were inflated to about 28 psi or 30 psi, and for some reason my rear tire is leaking some air. So every time I fill it up, it goes down to 15 psi, 13 psi, and last time it was 12 psi when I tried to put it in four-wheel drive. So when there is a difference in tire pressure, diameter of the tire also changes, and when the diameter of the tire changes, the rolling speeds also differ. When the car is in 4 high, you need the rolling speed of the front and rear tires to be identical, especially if you're driving on road. On sand, however, that doesn't matter since sand allows some slip, which indicates why I may be having that specific issue only on road. So I've got this tire gauge, and we can once again check the tire pressures. I have inflated the rear tires, but I haven't checked the four-wheel drive system after inflating it. So we can check the tire pressure once more, and we can just give it a shot in the parking lot and see if it's behaving weird or if it just drives smoothly. So we have the gauge and we can check the tire pressure. Okay, it's about 27 psi, which is not that low. Let me check the front tires as well. The front tire is also giving similar readings. However, these aren't the tires that I've inflated. I've only inflated the rear tires. So the front tires are holding up. It's just the rear tires that are leaking air. Now that the tire pressure is similar in the front and rear tires, hopefully that issue does not come up again. Compared to the ASX, this car on idle, when you just let go of the brakes, it jumps out. So much slow in torque. I mean, what am I even comparing with? So what we're doing is, to avoid the traffic, we are going to go to a beach. Wow! Beach nearby that I'm going to go to, and test out the four-wheel drive system. And this beach is slightly off the path towards Dubai, so hopefully we can escape all the traffic. And if the four-wheel drive system works fine, inshallah, we won't have to go see the mechanic. Otherwise, I'm gonna head straight to the mechanic from the beach. feels so much more natural to drive compared to the ASX for some reason. It's like there is body roll, but then I think the biggest factor is the steering, because it's not an electric steering, and rather it is a hydraulic power steering. So this gives more natural feel compared to the ASX's electrical power steering. I like the ASX body dynamics as well, but this is something else, you know. It's so predictable, although there's like a boatload of body roll, but it's predictable. You know when it's coming, and you know how much is gonna come. So I really like the chassis of this car and the way it handles. For the amount of body roll it has, it is really impressive how it drives. You can take corners really confidently once you are familiar with the body roll of this car. You can pretty much, you know, you can have a lot of fun actually on the road with this car, because unlike most of its competitors, this has a unibody chassis, not a ladder frame chassis, so that also helps with the predictability when it comes to handling on the road. The shocks are old and they need to be changed, so that's why you might be hearing some crashing sounds on these rumble strips. Oh, that was sudden. Decent brakes, really good brakes. You can do like limo stops from really high speeds as well. Not bad, not bad. Makes around 240 horsepower. Because I think this one doesn't have the MyVic. This is a 2008, but it was manufactured in 2007. So I think the later models, I don't know exactly from which model year they start giving it the MyVic. I think the MyVic boosts up the power to 250, 255 or something. I haven't driven a 3.8 with MyVic yet. I have driven a 3.5 MyVic V6 Pajero, and this one feels faster than 3.5. And for some reason this one also gave good economy. That could be due to the condition of the car, but with similar driving habits, the 3.8 was giving better fuel economy than the 3.5. I don't know if that's normal. I don't think it's normal. That was probably like a unique case, but yes, those crashing sounds, the shocks are really old. Nonetheless, we have some sand here, but there's a lot of cars parked here. I think we'll go towards the actual beach. We could actually do it here, but never mind. So this is this new area that they've constructed. I mean, the area itself was already here, but the new project's over here, of course. It is really beautiful, especially back there. They have like cafes around that building, and it's a really nice night vibe. It's a nice place to come walk or cycle. And there's these more projects, and they've been developing really fast actually, I'll be honest. A few months ago this was flat ground, and now there's already so many structures standing up. It's actually impressive. So this is the beach. The trees you see on the other side are across the water, across a canal basically. and those trees are a part of the Mamzar Park, which comes in Dubai. But right now we're in Sharjah. So across this canal, you can see the rocks in the distance. So behind the rocks there's this canal, and across the canal is Dubai. Okay, so we are in the sand now. Okay, let me engage the four-wheel drive. This is the 4 high lock. It engages just fine. It's just that when it comes to disengaging and when it comes to driving on the road, it was problematic. Okay, let's see. Yep, it's smooth sailing on the sand. Dare I say it feels even better than the last time. Well, we won't know until we get back on the road. Oh, there's some actually, I think the problem is solved here. That resistance is still there, but it's a lot less compared to before. I don't know if that's because we are on sand or the issue has actually died down a bit. I am actually not sure. Let me try to disengage four-wheel drive. I'm in all-wheel drive now with the selector. Once this yellow light disappears, it should be in all-wheel drive. Okay, it's taking quite some time to come back to all-wheel drive. Let me put it in two-wheel drive. It's still not coming to two-wheel drive. I might have to like restart the car or something. Thankfully, I didn't attempt this in the parking lot because it would be much worse over there. Driving it back in the parking spot would be a pain. Okay, so as soon as I took in the deep sand, the center diff has unlocked, and I think the car is going to be back in two-wheel drive in no time. It's in all-wheel drive right now, so we can hit the road again and take it to the mechanic. Kind of bummed, to be honest. This is a street that goes to Town Road and from Town to Etihad Road, so there's going to be a lot of morning rush hour traffic over here. We just need to get on the Sharjah Ring Road, and then there's probably going to be smooth sailing from there on. It's 9:50 in the morning and I have to be there before 10:30. I think we'll make it. It's not even rush hour anymore. It's 10 in the morning. Come on. Good news is once we get out of this and get on the Town Road, we can just keep left and skip all the traffic. This has really less tint. I need to get that sorted before summer. It is a long time for summer, but nonetheless, this is a bit annoying. I feel so bad for the big truck drivers. I wonder the difficulties they go through in navigating the traffic like this, pulling an 18-wheeler trailer. It is remarkable, honestly. I would honestly drive 2 hours or 3 hours on the highway instead of driving half an hour in traffic. Unless it's like flowing traffic, because that's somewhat fun, but gridlocks like this is really annoying. Another thing, this car has almost no tint. It's like 30%, and it's really old. It's more than 5 years old, the tint. And my ASX has like 50% tint, so you really can't see anything from the outside what's going on in the cabin. So this huge strap on my head with the mobile is not really visible to the outsiders when I'm driving the ASX, but when I'm in the Pajero, it is pretty much a fishbowl, so everything's visible. So some people give me the weird look. It's funny, but yeah, it is what it is. Take a load of this guy. Is reversing to take the turn. He could just go straight and then turn right twice because there's no traffic on his side. I don't know what is he doing. It's the Benz I'm talking about. I don't know if you guys can see it. The C300, I guess. I don't know if the mount is angled right. The AC on this car is fabulous though. The fan speed is on 1 and the temperature is set to 24 and it's still pretty cool in here. Can't say the same about my ASX. Okay, there's this BMW trying to cut in. Not happening, little bro. I've waited, you can wait too. This is literally dumb. Why is there such a wide footpath? There should be 2 lanes turning right, because that's where most cars go on this road. I guess if there would be 2 lanes turning right, they would have to get rid of the service road, or they would have to get rid of 1 lane on the main road. So I guess 1 lane turning right is not that bad of an idea. Okay, we have to go all the way left. What I hate about new roads. They shine like glass, they shine like mirror, you know. You can almost see the sun. This was also one of the few cars I was looking at when I bought the ASX. The Corolla Cross was a great competitor. But then they sold out and there was a lot of waiting time. Another was the Suzuki Fronx, which had like a week of waiting time, a week and a half. It's not a lot, but I needed a car urgently for some personal reasons. So I found this almost brand new like ASX on Facebook Marketplace. It was driven really low, it was driven really less, and it was first owner. So we bagged it. It's a nice car. It still feels brand new though. I've put maybe 20k or maybe more in an year and 2 months. That's funny because it's just a secondary car. You know, this is our primary car, and still I've put on so many kilometers on that. Partly because we used to commute to Ras Al Khaimah for university, but that wasn't for too long because I got the car in my final year, and I think in the second semester of my final year. So I've just taken it to Ras Al Khaimah for like 3 months, and I didn't take it every day, we used to alternate between my other friend. He has a nice, beautiful Altima. So we used to alternate days. And we just had to go 3 days a week. Plus we had a lot of long vacations as well. So I don't know where those kilometers came from. Could be from the random trips to Hatta, Pajero, Abu Dhabi. I haven't done a trip to Abu Dhabi in that car yet. So maybe this long weekend, National Day holidays, we might hit up Abu Dhabi. Let's see. All this traffic is just to go towards Dubai. It's sad, honestly. I hope it accelerates. There's a lot of traffic. I have to take a U-turn and be on this road. That's bad. Time for new shoes for the big boy.